How would you like every single message or conversation that you start on social to actually lead somewhere? Whether it's generating a lead, identifying a prospect, or driving someone into a challenge group or an email list or a sales funnel. If every message was that much more effective for you, would that change how much time you spend on your business? I'm guessing it would. I'm Adrienne with Build a Life by Design, and today I'm going to share with you the top 4 goals for any message you send on any social media platform, and the number 1 mistake you absolutely cannot make, or it's going to destroy all of the hard work that you just did. So, if you want your messages and your networking to be more effective, stick around, because at the end, not only will I take you through all of the 4 tips and the 1 mistake, but I'm going to take you through a nice little summary slide of exactly what you should and shouldn't be using messages for. And I'm going to include a link to a free PDF guide where it'll break down not just messages, but everything from posts to messages to Facebook groups to challenge groups, webinars, funnels, you name it. Anything that you could use social media for or to drive people into an ultimate sale, this PDF guide is going to have everything that you need. So be sure to stick around to the end for that. When I was new in business, I was told that I just had to reach out and talk to people, talk to everyone. And I was told to just, make them an offer, whether it's a product on sale or to, join your business or whatever. And you guys, it backfired on me horribly. Pretty soon, nobody would talk to me through messages, even if I wasn't even trying to talk about business. So if you felt this pain in your business, chances are you just simply didn't know the top 4 goals that I'm going to share with you today, and you definitely didn't know about the 1 mistake, and chances are you were making it just like I was. So if you are working in a company where they're telling you to just message your link to people or message everyone you know with a copy and paste message, inviting them to check out some sales page or to some join up, no. You're going to feel a lot of pain if you try to do things that way, and I'm here to try to save you some pain. So let's jump right into what actually does work and what those goals are. Goal number 4, with any social media message you send, whether it's through Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, it doesn't matter, you guys. If you're sending a message to someone through social, the number 4 goal is to just simply build some trust with that person. You want them to feel like they can safely talk to you without you trying to pitch them right away, right? So build some trust, let them know who you are, just be a real human and talk to them, figure out what's going on in their life, and make real friends. I think people get so focused on trying to do business on social that they forget to be a real human. So first and foremost, be a human, have a conversation, get to know a person for the person that they are. Don't just look at them as a sale. Now, goal number 3 with sending messages and connecting with people on social is to simply stay top of mind. If you're putting out value-added content and it's drawing a little bit of curiosity and people are starting to check out your stuff, as soon as they kind of get the feel for what it is that you are involved in, and the minute they have a need in that area, they're going to think of you first, because you were the one who was a real human. And you interacted with them and you talked with them and they know you, they trust you. So the minute they have a need for something you're offering, even if it's kind of sort of close, they're going to come to you because you've built that relationship with them already. So goal number 2 when you're messaging people through social media is not to make a sale, no, it's to get to know them and understand their pain points. Because chances are they have something that they're struggling with that maybe your product or your company or your service or your coaching could help with. So if you're listening for those pain points and you're asking lots of questions to uncover what they might be, you can naturally think through, do I have anything that could help this person? And if you don't, then you just don't mention business. But if you do have something that could help them in some way, eliminate some frustration or get rid of some problem that they have or whatever that is, if you've listened first and understood where they are, then when you offer it up of like, hey, you mentioned that you said you were really frustrated with this. I happen to have a resource that might be helpful to you. Do you want to check it out? Chances are they're going to say yes, because number 1, you've built trust with them. Number 2, you're top of mind. And number 3, you're actually solving a problem for them, and they're going to be like, yeah, thanks. I totally need that, right? But you have to come into the situation with a heart of service. It can't be all about trying to make a sale. It's about legitimately looking for, can I help them? They have this problem, I have this solution, and then you simply offer it up. Would you want to take a look? It really is just as easy as that. But the trick is that you have to listen first to see what's going on with them before you can know what to offer. So you can offer it in a really casual, authentic way. So then your number 1 goal when you're messaging with people on social is to simply invite them to take the next step. Whether it's inviting them to check out a video or inviting them to check out a PDF guide, maybe inviting them to a Facebook group, or inviting them to a challenge group, inviting them to your email list, it goes on and on. It just depends on where you're funneling traffic to at that time. And if you have already looked for their pain point and offered them a solution to that really relaxed, authentic way, chances are they're going to say, sure, I'll take a look. And so now they're getting closer and closer and closer to your inner circle, and they're getting more and more ripe and interested in whatever it is that you offer. So that brings us to the number 1 mistake that people make when they're messaging with others on social media. And you may have guessed it from my cautions earlier, but the number 1 mistake people make is that they try to make a sale right from the message, right? Of just simply copying and pasting the same thing to everyone, which, by the way, flags the algorithm that you might be spamming people. So don't do that, okay? But number 2, if you haven't built trust with the person yet, you haven't even bothered to talk to them to see if they even have an issue in that area, and suddenly you're jamming something down their throat or sending them a link that they didn't ask for, it comes across as kind of spammy, right? I mean, think about it this way. When you get junk mail, right, what makes it junk? The fact that it's something that showed up that you didn't ask for, right? You didn't ask someone to send you 52 coupons in the mail that filled up your whole mailbox. Kind of annoying, right? Messages are the same way. If you're shoving information at them that they never asked for, they're going to view you as spammy. And they're certainly not going to want to have more conversations with you. So now you've just killed all of your chances by getting too eager. So the trick is really to embrace all 4 of those goals and never make that number 1 mistake where you're just dead in the water. So you made it to the end. Congratulations. I know it can be hard to do when we all have ADD and we have 1,000 places to be, but as promised, here's the overall summary of everything that a message should and shouldn't be used for. So first and foremost, use it to build trust. Then, overdoing that over time, you're going to stay top of mind to them, right? And especially if you're adding value, or simply by listening and learning about them. In fact, listening is adding value, because most people really crave being heard, and they don't feel like they're really heard by too many people, and they certainly don't feel like people understand where they're at right now. So simply listening is giving value. Listening and asking questions and being real human, okay? And then ultimately your goal is to invite them to the next step, just to take a look at something, right? Wherever it is that you want to lead them. But you absolutely must not sell in a message where you're going to repel them, they're never going to message with you again, and all that hard work you did to attract them in the first place is gone. Now, for those of you who are maybe a little bit mind blown, or you've never heard anyone talk about it this way, or you're just left wondering, if I can't sell to people in messages, where do I do that? Then don't worry. I'm going to attach a link to a free PDF guide in the description below, where you can grab a guide that goes through everything social media, not just messages, but everything from messages to posts to interactions to other places you could lead them, okay? And that's going to explain where to actually do the selling, okay? So also, for those of you thinking, okay, if I'm spending this much time messaging people back and forth and building relationships, how on earth am I going to have time to do anything else? How on earth am I going to have time to keep up with the posts that even lead to those messages in the first place, right? Well, don't worry. The next video that I'm going to queue up, that's going to pop up on my screen, actually somewhere over here, is going to take you to another video similar to this one where I explain the best tool you can use to actually automate all of your social posts. And don't worry, they still come across as real-time, authentic, and in fact, you can save up content into these libraries and you can reuse content. So instead of having to come up with new ideas every single week, you can, dust off something from 3 months ago and reuse it. There's nothing wrong with that, you guys. Most people are not hanging on every single post you make anyway, so they're never going to know if you're reusing some of it. And if it's high quality content, you should be reusing it, because as new people come into your network, they haven't seen it yet. And if it's super helpful, they're really going to appreciate it. So be sure to catch the link to the next video. It'll show up somewhere over here and it says watch next. Be sure to watch that, and I'll see you guys next time around. Bye.